So when you think about the new year, you think about new beginnings. And for many of you, you might be thinking about failed relationships over the past year. If you want to improve relationships, then our Blanca Cobb has some suggestions for you. Blanca, people tend to think about what others have done to them, but you say that's not something you should do. What do you mean?
What I'm talking about is you need to reflect on yourself. You need to take a personal inventory of what you've done to help create the problems and what you can do to solve it. It's too easy to say, you did X, Y, and Z, and hey, I'm innocent.
Right. Point that finger back at you.
Yeah, no. Why? Because it takes two. It takes two people to make a relationship great, as well as it takes two people to break a relationship. So that's where the self-reflection comes in. What is it that you're bringing to the table? What have you done? What are you willing? What are you willing to improve, to make it better? And how much this relationship means to you. After you talk about it, then you want to get the other person's perspective. You want for them to do the same, that self-reflection. And if they don't, you got your answer right there.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, then you need to move on.
They're not putting in the work.
Exactly.
So how do you start over with somebody after you've done that self-reflection and you've decided that you can move on? How do you start over?
You have a conversation. And it's the mea culpa first. This is what I've noticed. I want a better relationship with you, but before we can get there, I realize that there's some things that I've done to contribute to the problems, and this is what I see. This is, A, B, and C. So after you get that out and say, I'd love your opinion. What have you noticed? And that starts a conversation, but also think about what it's telling the other person. You're not blaming them.
Right.
When people hear blame, defenses automatically go up and they shut down, and you're not going to move forward.
You have to be open, not only to saying it, but hearing it, because criticism isn't easy to take.
Exactly. That is so true. And then talking about criticism, to avoid an argument, because sometimes people get very tense because they're not hearing all the wonderfulness, right?
Right.
So you want to talk about feelings. It makes me feel. This is how I'm responding right now because this is how I feel. People are more likely to listen to you than if you were to come across as judgmental or critical. They're going to slam the door on you.
Or loud.
Yes.
I think that's a turn off when someone gets loud and they start all this. I'm like, I'll just walk away until you're done.
Right, until you can calm down.
There you
can
go.
Continue the conversation.
All right, great tips, Blanca. Thank you so much. So we went over weight loss, money, and relationships in the new year. Some great tips that Blanca has shared with us throughout the Good Morning Show. You can always head to her Facebook page and start a conversation there, and make sure that you write a question. She'll get back to you, and maybe she'll have some suggestions for you heading into a successful 2019. We'll be right back.